Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I thought I worked on Saturday. Apparently that was a bit of a bad idea, but anyway, in a good way. Bad in a good way, alright? Bad in a good way. So let me just take this up a little bit, hopefully. So things that I got. So I got some more texture paste from the shop, and yeah, so the texture paste, so I used the last of my texture paste in a class the other day, so I thought I would try some of this texture paste. The shop has some washi tape, and then the boss says to me, go put some color, put some Copic on it. So there's the opening. So I did, I applied some Copic to it, and it dries. It looks like it's bubbling sort of thing. There it is, but it's actually fully dry, so it's a rather cool effect. So I think that might be really interesting for a little project. Hopefully you can't hear that. There's something going on outside. So this is the Altenew washi tape, and there's a couple of there's another one that's sort of dots, that's about that wide, and then there's another one that's sort of the relatively standard sort of size. So, and this was really cool. So this might have to be in a background soon. Anyway, I got some little white sequins, and here in Australia it is winter time for those people that are not here in Australia, and it's going to be really hard to see. Let's just cut this open. So you have ones that are sticking to me, clear little snowflakes, so they're going to be really hard to see. Then you have little white snowflakes and some little sequins, and there's some bigger white sequins in there as well. So that'd be really cool little fun little shaker options. It's just sticking to me, which it's shaker option, so why wouldn't it? So that's those, and I hadn't seen those at the shop. So, and Leslie's got quite a few bits and pieces that are different. There was pinks. I normally have these are the ones I normally use. Sort of it's called crystalline sequins and tropical sequins. So you would have seen those in a few. So they've got the gold and the clear, and then Paper Rose has its own little blends as well of different. How cool would that be on a cupcakes? I think they're cleaning the. I'm sorry, hopefully you can't hear that noise, because it's now there. As soon as I started recording, they're now right near my front door. Anyway, so that's what I bought. This is older. So birthday to you, wishes, wishing you a wonderful birthday, happy birthday to you, birthday wishes. And then it has the die that goes with it. So you've got the outline and the inner bit. And I wonder, I think that you can stamp this, die cut this out, and then halo around it. I think that is what it is, because it looks like exactly the same font, but we'd have to see whether it coordinates, because this just says happy birthday to you layered. So, and you've got, of course you've got your 2 layers, and then you've got happy and to you. So they're an older one. Some of this is older one, some of these I haven't seen. So this has got hello, thanks, and friend, because I'm always at the moment seem to be looking for the bigger die cuts. This one I didn't have, well obviously because I bought it though. So just a note, it says, from Paper Rose, and thank you. And again, they've all got, well these ones don't, but they all have the inner bit and then layer it up. So the next thing I got was the topographic. So this would be really, really cool just to even, I think it's just a full-on die. It's not one of those ones that actually I can emboss it, but I would probably emboss it in the background and then have whatever on top. Next was Buzzing Bees from Darkroom Door. It's a red rubber. Darkroom Door only does red rubber. I haven't seen any, I've never seen any stamp that's actually the photopolymer. So have a beautiful day. Queen Bee, just so sweet, happy bee day. Have a buzzing birthday. So I thought that was rather a bit cute. Very cool. So you have to cut those out. So there's a bit of a trick with those, making sure you go straight down rather than at an angle, or at least angle away from the image. But sometimes if things are really close like that, for the happy bee day and the honeycomb, it can be a bit hard, so you need to sort of try and go flat down. So I also got some little glossy accents, because my little nozzle on my bigger bottle has a hole in the side of it, so if this gets clogged it will start oozing out the side of it. So I thought I'll get a smaller bottle, and then worst case scenario, which is handy when I go away, worst case scenario I can just pop that lid off, which does pop out. It does pop out, but I'm trying to do it very gently because I've got an angle and it's probably going to ooze it again, and fill it up. So that's the thought behind that. The other thing, oh, let's go to this one. So Leslie has this Cosmic Shimmer Gilding Flakes, and there's a couple of different ones, but I really like this one. This one's called Autumn Leaves, and it's super pretty. They're very, very fine. They don't look like terribly huge trunks, so remember not to sneeze or cough. But that might be really, really cool. That's those things. Lucky last two. I have never really had a 2 or 3 step stamp set. I think there's a couple I'm stamping up that I might have, but they were like pretty much like 2 steps and that's it. So this is called Stunning Cosmos, this one. And so we've got Happy Mother's Day and Birthday. You make me happy. Happy holidays. Happy Mother's Day. Happy birthday. You've got a Grandparents' Day. You've got a Valentine's Day. Just be happy. You've got an exclamation mark and anniversary. So I thought that was rather a bit cool. And then of course they've got a line down here to show you which ones all go together. So you've got this bigger stem here that go in with these ones, and then you've got these smaller different flower. So we're going to have a play with those hopefully. And then on the background you've got sort of suggestions on how it all goes together. It shows you what the outer little bits are going to be. So this is all going to stamp with the darker colour. So there was someone that came into the shop on Saturday and I was chatting away to her, lovely lady, and she may be watching this. Hi. And so I thought we'd give this a go. And this one might have to be one of my favourites. This is called Bad Days Happen. I've got happy in my brain. So this is really cool. A little bit me. Seriously, even bad days have happy moments. Bad day is just a bad day, not a bad life. It could have been worse. Just breathe. Bad days happen. Be grateful for the good days, which is a bit... Ooh. I like this. Where's the redo button? Roll on tomorrow. Ouch, that got a hurt. Not the best. 2 thumbs down. I love this one. It's not my circus, it's not my monkeys. That's just so cool. It's okay, everything will be fine, and it may not be perfect, but it's still good. So Ultra New for me can be pretty darn expensive here in Australia, but they're so good, they're so cool. So Leslie has a few of those in there. Oh, and I've got one more thing not bought at the shop, bought elsewhere. So we're gonna have a look at this toner ink. Can I get it open? So a friend of mine bought this for me. If I can get it open, which I can't. Oh. So this was bought separate. This was bought at a completely different... This is bought at Spotlight. Not in my local craft shop. Not at Leslie's. So toner ink. I don't know what we're gonna see about this. 15 mils of toner ink plus a refill pad. This just is the toner ink. It's not a refill pad. Or is that there? Some instructions we have. Oh, I just ripped it. I didn't do anything. You can't prove anything. So I don't have this, so we're going to see about using it in a different way. Apparently Tim Holtz has done a few videos of this. I really don't know what they're doing out there. Please tell me you can't hear that. So Tim Holtz has done something, so I've got to watch a couple of videos on that. that, and we'll see what we can come up with. Apparently if you use a brayer it's a lot better, it's a lot not as sticky, because on the ink pad apparently it gets super sticky. So that is what I got. So all this stuff I bought. Here in Australia we don't get given things like that. But so hopefully we're gonna have a bit of fun. As I said, some of this is new to the shop. Those ones, I don't know if that's new, but those ones definitely aren't new. That is been in the shop for a little while, but not too long. And that I hadn't seen. So that's super cool. These ones I think are a little bit, this one's older. And that I think is probably a bit older, but I was looking for some other sentiment stamps. So the thanks and the friend and the hello. And I thought the just a note would be really, really cool to have a play. So these ones, where's the little, there. Bear with me while we crack into this sucker. That's gonna stick to me. Okay, there we go. I need a piece of cardstock. Okay, move this out of the way. Oh, I've got a rip happening. Oh, I got a bubble. Oh no, she's got a bubble. It ripped a bit. Ah, that actually smooths out pretty good. It actually smooths out. Oh, good, they're going away. So you could easily just fold that around, trim that off. I'll trim that corner down, but we'll worry about that. So it's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So this one, I get another piece of cardstock. My fingers aren't working. Okay, just one nap. One will do. Let's have a look at this one. Gotta figure out which way it goes. That way. I think. Nope, that way. So you can basically get, oh, she's just ripped because I've still got a bit of plastic on it. Drongo. That won't matter. As long as I can get that going. There we go. All right. better. Stick that onto the surface. Ah, that's much better put on. Sometimes if we know what we're doing, that's always handy. There's a little poof down there which we can trim off at some point. So that's pretty cool. As I said, that's the piece that I put Copics on. It didn't completely come off when I tried to remove it because I thought we'll see how it is. And there was a bit of texture, of course, in the... I suppose there's a bit of texture in that too. A bit of texture in the card base as well as that. So there was a little bit remnants, but I coloured like this zigzag down the bottom. And it was pretty cool. So yeah, I think I put most of my payback into the till. But in my defense, I haven't been at work for quite a while with COVID-19, so I'm using that as my excuse, and that's all there is to it. Just a little bubble. As I said, that comes out pretty easily. Okay, so that's what we're going to be playing with, hopefully. Tomorrow's card is not this. That is already done. I've been playing with pencils, look. For the 30-day colouring challenge. I don't know. I'm a bit unsure about her hair. I love this how the skin turned out, but I'm a little bit unsure about her hair. So anyway, that is it. I thought I'd just pop on quickly and show you what I've been spending money on. Or as I said, a friend of mine bought that for me. But the rest of this stuff was bought at Little Bits in Keysborough, Melbourne, Australia. And hopefully I will speak to you. I'll see you tomorrow for my video, which I hope you like. And talk to you soon. Bye.